Ladies and gentlemen, those of you tuning in to watch the South Region contest between Warner University and Brewton-Parker College, that ball game will be getting started in approximately 15 to 20 minutes due to the long run between Trinity Baptist College and Toccoa Falls College. Trinity Baptist won that game 5-4 and will play Emmanuel College tonight. So keep watching your screen. You'll see when the players take the field, and we'll be underway as quickly as possible. Thank you for joining us on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just want to remind you, you're tuning in to watch Brewton-Parker College take on Warner University. That game is still a few minutes away. Game 1 this afternoon ran just a little bit long. Trinity Baptist College over Toccoa Falls 5-4. Keep watching your screen. You'll see when the teams take the field. And game number 2 this afternoon between Warner and Brewton-Parker will be underway as quickly as possible. Thank you for joining us on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are about ready to have game number 2 this afternoon and game number 5 in the NCCAA South Region Tournament. You're about to watch 2 undefeated teams in the tournament, the number 2 seed Warner University Royals and the Barons of Brewton-Parker College, this tournament's number 4 seed. The winner of this game moves on to play in what could be the region championship tomorrow afternoon, and that ball game would begin at 3 p.m. Of course, they're going to have to await winners of a couple of other games. Earlier today, Trinity Baptist College came from behind to defeat Toccoa Falls College 5-4. Dan Richard, the winning pitcher, in relief, and that was a tight ball game all the way. Toccoa had a 3-1 lead for most of that contest. Trinity came back to eventually take a 4-3 lead. Toccoa got one late, and then Trinity Baptist scored the winning run in the top of the 9th. So Trinity Baptist will play Emmanuel College tonight at 7 right here at Trinity Ball Yard. Toccoa Falls has been eliminated. The Screaming Eagles had a fantastic season, but it is Trinity Baptist who will move on, and the winner of tonight's game will play the loser of this ball game that you're just about to watch at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and then that winner will take on the winner of this game right here. Now Thursday, if either Warner or Brewton ends up winning without losing a game, that would be the end of the tournament. But if there is a Game 9 necessary, that would be Friday afternoon at 12 p.m. The plan is to stream all games of this South Region tournament. That is, of course, barring any complications. And right now, you see teams on the field. Brewton-Parker is the home team. They're wearing their home whites. Warner University will bat first. They're wearing their road dark jerseys with the gold trim. And so, first pitch almost ready to get underway. Brandon Hinkson on the mound for the Barons. And leading off is the right fielder, Rio Russell. Batting second at first base, Jesse Haney. Batting third, Junior Fermin, who hit a grand slam in yesterday's ball game. Cleanup hitter is center fielder Cole Parks. Batting fifth, the DH, Jesse Alker. Give you the rest of the batting order after this first pitch. Hinkson on the mound, and we are underway with a fastball that misses outside. Batting sixth in left field, Xanders Vasquez. Kevin Troncoso is batting seventh. He's playing second base. 2 more to let you know about. As Russell lays down the bunt, has a chance to beat it. A great flip throw by Hinkson on the dive, and he gets the out at first. What a play to start the ball game. So 1 out for first baseman Jesse Haney. Batting eighth for Warner is a shortstop, Zach Balo, B-A-L-O-G-H. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And rounding out the batting order is the catcher, Anthony Martinez. Now here is Jesse Haney at the plate. And a pitch from Hinkson is in the dirt. We gave all the stat information for all teams all last night. Of course, stats not quite updated on all the sites, so we'll just go ahead and stick with what's going on the field here this afternoon. Haney, the first baseman, 1 out, base is empty. Here's a pitch from Hinkson, and it misses down and away. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch right in there for the strike. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. At the moment, we have a terrific cloud cover keeping us a little bit cooler and a nice gentle breeze as well. It's been a gorgeous tournament as far as the weather goes, and we've had some very good baseball on the field as well. There's ball 4, very close pitch, but Haney has worked the walk. First base runner of the game for either team, of course. The ball game is just now underway.
Up to bat, number 24, Junior Furman.
Junior Furman at the plate. He drove in 5 runs in yesterday's game. So a runner at first, 1 away, and a big lead for Haney. And the pitch is right on the corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, top of the first. And Hinkson steps off and checks his runner. There's a chopper towards the hole. That's going to be fielded. Throw to second. That's all they're going to get. Shortstop Peyton Nobles gets the out at second. So there are 2 outs.
Now batting number 11, Cole Parks.
Furman aboard on a fielder's choice, and here's a cleanup hitter, center fielder Cole Parks. So 2 outs with a runner at first. Furman, very good speed. We saw him running last night. Saw him jogging around the bases also after that grand slam. And the first pitch is tapped foul. I'm Ray Bureau. Dean Bureau is our cameraman, and we're very glad to have you joining us. Hopefully you're able to catch out all of our games or as much as possible. Enjoy bringing it to you live on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Of course, the games all stay posted. You can go back and check them out anytime you want. You might want to check out that Trinity Toccoa game that ended, about an hour or so ago. 5-4, great ball game. There's a base hit toward the hole. No, it's cut off. Holmes with the play. I got ahead of myself out there, and Jerome Holmes told me not to speak too soon with that play, and a beautiful play to retire the side. A walk and a man left, and half an inning has gone by. We are scoreless. Bottom of the first, no score. Warner got a runner aboard on a walk, but the Royals are unable to advance him. And on the mound for Warner University, number 17, Jared Clary. Here's a lineup he will face. Brewton-Parker will send up catcher George Boyd to lead things off. He's followed by shortstop Peyton Nobles, left fielder Chris Starling. The DH, Klein Nipper, is a cleanup man. Third baseman Bo Townsend will bat 5th. Lorenzo Williams will bat 6th. He's at first base. Batting 7th, Blake Corbett. He's in right. Give you the rest in a moment. This pitch is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Second baseman Jerome Holmes. You just saw him make a spectacular inning-ending play. He's batting 8th. And the center fielder Taz Worrell bats 9th. This pitch is outside, so 2 balls, no strikes. So the exact same lineup we saw Brewton-Parker put on the field twice yesterday. And here's a 2-0 pitch, and it misses low for ball 3. Jared Clary, southpaw on the mound for the Royals. First time we've seen him in the tournament, so we'll see if we can get you some information on this youngster. There's WarnerRoyals.com and DAX Stats will help us find that information, but he leads off the game by walking George Boyd. So runner at first, nobody out. Clary is 6-4 with a .410 earned run average. He's making his 13th start and 13th appearance. He also has a couple of saves, so, nope, reading the wrong name there. 13 appearances, all starts. And he has walked the leadoff man, but he gets a good look from the left side, and here is the first pitch to Peyton Nobles. It's down and in for ball number 1. Ball game got started late, so you haven't missed much, only half an inning if you're just now joining us. Here's the 1-0. Instead to throw to first, he had Boyd leaning the wrong way, but the soft toss allowed the runner to get back in under the tag. 1 ball, no strikes. Peyton Nobles at the plate. Another throw to first, and this time he towed that 45-degree angle line just right, made it tough on Boyd, but Boyd was able to get back in. Here's a 1-0 from Clary, and a breaking ball is strike 1. A lot of Major League action in the afternoon as well. We get chances, we'll give you those updates. Some night games tonight also. Here's the 1-1 from Clary, instead to throw to first, and this time Boyd knew exactly what was going on. Don't want to show that move too often. You want to keep the runners in suspense. Boyd with a pretty good lead, not exaggerated, and now the pitch, curved ball, it gets the outside corner. So Clary now ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here is the pitch, and this one is in the dirt, and that is 2-2. I've been informed, thank you to the nice lady to my right, Trey Jones is playing first, a last-minute change. So Lorenzo Williams not there. We saw Trey on the mound last night. He did a spectacular job. He defeated Trinity Baptist College in game number 1 of this tournament. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here is the pitch. It is in the dirt, and that will fill up the count. Trey wore number 1 when he pitched against Trinity. Looks like he's wearing number 36 if I'm reading that correctly. Another throw over to first. And that is correct, number 36, my 48-year-old eyes. Supposed to wear my reading glasses, but don't feel like doing that while watching a ball game. Here's the payoff pitch, and this one is sliced foul and out of play. So a 3-2 coming now. Peyton Nobles talking things over with the umpire, not sure what they're discussing. In any event, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the shortstop. And now the delivery, line drive caught, Troncoso to first. And that is a double play. And just like that, there are 2 outs. That'll go as an L4-3 in the book, a double play, and that erases the leadoff walk. Kevin Troncoso hit a 2-run homer yesterday and just flashed the leather. That ball was hit almost right at him. It was an easy play and a tough read for Boyd. So 2 outs, bases empty, left fielder Starling at the plate. He swings and misses. No balls and a strike. Kevin Troncoso at second base for Warner.
Go, Chris.
And the pitch downstairs. Count even at 1-1. And now the pitch, bouncing ball, and this one is foul. One ball, 2 strikes. And a pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. A leadoff walk, but a double play erased that. So 3 batters, 3 outs, and after 1, we have no score. After 1, we have no score. Warner University wearing their road dark jerseys and Brewton-Parker in the home whites. I got used to seeing the Barons in their dark jerseys. They played twice yesterday wearing their road jerseys, so a little mix-up. A few very nice ladies and a gentleman off to my right. Keeping me straightened out, Trey Jones was the courtesy runner for George Boyd, the catcher who had led off the inning with a walk. So defensively, it is Lorenza Williams playing first base. And as we start the top of the second, here's the DH, Jesse Alker. He's followed by Xanders Vasquez and Kevin Troncoso, 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Brandon Hinkson on the mound, and the pitch is up and away for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. This one's downstairs, and Hinkson is missing by a wide margin on the balls. Here's a 2-0, and this one misses upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. And a pitch is in there for a strike. Took something off it. Get me over fastball. Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo have both homered for the Cubs. They lead Marlins 7-0. Swing and a miss. Might have chased one upstairs, but the count is now full. Jesse Alker at the plate. First time we have seen him. He's hitting .279, 2 homers, 22 RBIs. And if we get a player we haven't seen yet, we're trying to give you some information on him. That's Alker drawing the walk. Second one issued by Brandon Hinkson.
Now batting number 7,
Left fielder Xanders Vasquez at the plate with a runner at first, nobody out. He batted 9th in yesterday's ball game, moved up 3 spots to the number 6 hole. Again, the winner of this game stays in the winner's bracket, obviously, and we'll play at 3 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll have to wait the winner of 2 more ball games. There's a chopper towards second, and a throw over to first by Holmes. Snap throw back to second. Alker is back. Well, the ground ball does advance the runner into scoring position.
Up to bat number 2, Kevin.
So 1 out, runner at second for second baseman Kevin Troncoso. We mentioned that 2-run homer he hit yesterday. Helped lead Warner to a 10-3 win over Toccoa Falls College. Troncoso up there with an RBI opportunity to try to put his team out in front with the first run of the game. First pitch on the way, and a breaking ball is fouled off. Troncoso followed by Zach Balo and Anthony Martinez, then the top of the order. No balls and a strike. Hinkson takes a long look, now the pitch, and he hits the batter, and that will put a second runner on base. So the hit batsman gives Warner 2 runners on with 1 out. Here's a shortstop, Zach Balo.
Now batting number 32, Zach Balo.
Balo, first time we've seen him in the tournament, 185, a homer, and 3 runs driven in. First pitch lifted high towards right field, has a chance to drop, but it's run down on a nice play by right fielder Blake Corbett. The wind took that away from Corbett. He stayed with it and he tracked it down.
Up to bat number 6, Anthony Martinez.
So Martinez now up there with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. Martinez at 189, 6 runs driven in, first time we've seen him. And a pitch, line drive, and it is knocked down, but not caught, and everybody is safe. That will go as a base hit for Martinez. Alker advances to third, Troncoso to second. A tough play for the shortstop Nobles. Made a diving attempt to hit off his glove and found the ground. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Leadoff hitter Rio Russell nearly beat out a bunt his first time up. Only a great play by Hinkson kept him off base. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hinkson from the windup, and the first pitch is outside. And here is the pitch, and strike called. Good placement right at the corner of the zone. Here's the 1-1. And this one on the corner. And it's 1-2. Extra innings, Cincinnati beat the Mets 2-1 in 10. The 1-2 coming, and high fly ball into center field. That's going to hang up for Worrell, and that retires the side. Warner loads the bases, but fails to score. After an inning and a half, we are scoreless. Bottom of the second, no score. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Brewton-Parker. That's Klein Nipper, Bo Townsend, and Lorenzo Williams. Game number 5 of the South Region Tournament. The tournament champion will head up to Easley, South Carolina to participate in the NCCAA World Series at the end of the month. Klein Nipper at the plate. And getting ready for the first pitch, and it's up and away. Brewton-Parker scored a total of 21 runs in 2 games yesterday. Average of 10.5 per game. This one misses down and away. The Barons defeated Trinity Baptist 9-3 and Emmanuel 12-8. And that one fouled straight back. Good rip by Nipper. It's 2-1. That game against Emmanuel last night, that was a very exciting game. Seesaw affair. Took a big inning late by the Barons, and they needed those extra runs because another big rally by Emmanuel pulled that game close. And then Brewton-Parker tacked on some insurance. Swing and a miss. It's full count on Klein Nipper. Three balls, 2 strikes. Jared Clary on the mound, and the pitch. High fly ball, shallow right field. And putting it away is Rio Russell for out number 1.
Now batting number 20, Bo Townsend.
Bo Townsend at the plate. He's a third baseman, batting 5th in the lineup. Iglesias won that game for the Reds. Ramos took the loss for the Mets. Strike call right down the middle. Of course, that trade, Devin Meserosco traded for Matt Harvey. And this one misses down and in, 1-1. Ball and a strike, 1 out. Clary delivers. Same pitch, same result. 2 balls and a strike. And your 2-1 on the way, and it's slapped out of play. Here comes a 2-2 from Jared Clary. Beautiful curveball, he got him. Boy, that ball had all kinds of movement. And he had the hitter well out in front. That's the first strikeout for Jared Clary. 2 outs, bases empty. First baseman Lorenzo Williams. And Clary winds and delivers, gets the inside corner. The 0-1 down in the dirt. 340 down each line, 400 to straightaway center. Power alley's not labeled, but they are approximately 375 to 380. Here's the 1-1 and a foul tip. Williams chased one well out of the zone.
Okay, all you need is 1.
And the 1-2 coming from Clary. Umpire thought about making the call, put the right arm down. It's 2-2. Close pitch. From my vantage point, couldn't argue either way. This one downstairs in the dirt, and the count is run full. Brewton-Parker hitters have worked up the pitch count in the first 2 innings, being very patient. And a payoff on the way. It's a high chopper to short. Nobles fields, throws, and he got him. Can't get it much closer than that. But Nobles with the player, rather, again, I'm used to the dark jerseys for Brewton-Parker. Zach Balo with the strong throw to first. 1, 2, 3, go the Barons, and after 2, we have no score. Scoreless after 2. Warner University will send up Haney, Fermin, and Parks, hitters 2, 3, and 4. Brandon Hinkson is allowed a hit. He's walked 2 men in his first 2 innings of work. Only hit of the ball game for either team, Anthony Martinez of Warner University.
Up to bat, number 36, Jesse Haney.
So Jesse Haney steps in. He drew a walk his first time up. And the winner of this game could close it out tomorrow afternoon. Only 2 games going on tomorrow, 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. If an extra game is needed, that will be Friday at noon. Here's the pitch. High fly ball, well hit in the left field. It is going to be caught, and he make the catch. Yes, he did. Chris Starling reached over the fence. He just robbed Jesse Haney of a home run.
Now batting number 24, Junior Furman.
Chris Starling, he lived up to his last name on that catch. 1 out. There's a highlight reel play by the left fielder. And a breaking ball upstairs. This lady to my right let me know a moment ago she is the mother of Brewton-Parker center fielder Taz Worrell. Wasn't your son who made that catch, but I'm sure you're just as happy.
Yes, it's our home team kid. So both of them are same.
Oh yeah. That was an excellent play. Strike called on the inside corner. And the 2-1 on the way. This one's headed into left field for a base hit. Fermin chops one through the hole. He is aboard. Second time he's been on base. First time was a fielder's choice, so statistically that doesn't count as a time on base, but he was there.
Up to bat, number 11, Cole Parks.
1 out, runner at first. Cole Parks at the plate. He grounded out to the second baseman to end the first inning. Big lead off first by Fermin. Hinkson delivers and misses upstairs. Chris Starling with what probably will end up as a defensive play of the game. You know, something else could happen, but hard to imagine right now. And a fastball is upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Calvin George of Trinity Baptist made the defensive play of the game, a diving catch in the right field corner. Saved a run, possibly 2 from scoring, and Trinity ended up winning that by 1 run. This is called a strike, so 2 balls and a strike. David Hall was named player of the game with an RBI in 3 separate at-bats for the Eagles of Trinity Baptist. The 2-1, and the pitch well hit towards left field. That is going to be caught by Starling. Another fine running play. He's going to throw to first. He got him! All the way from left field. That goes an L7-3. You don't see that one very often. That's a double play. Chris Starling, just hand him a gold glove right now. 1 hit, a man left, a home run taken away, and a 7-3 line drive double play. So all that within 3 batters, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Thanks to Starling, we're scoreless. Bottom of the third. Corbett, Holmes, and Worrell are the scheduled hitters facing Jared Clary. We just saw some spectacular defense, the best of the tournament thus far. Chris Starling robbed a batter of a home run, then threw a man out at first from left field. Here's Blake Corbett, his first trip to the plate. Bottom of the third, ready to get underway. Jared Clary winds up and delivers, and this one is downstairs for ball one. Okay, I've been informed Zach Baylog is a pronunciation. Hopefully that is correct now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hello to Steve Valk watching in San Diego, cheering on the Barons. 2 balls and a strike. Go ahead and there's a chat you can see. I'll check in on it every once in a while. Say hello. Chelsea cheering on TBC Eagle Matt Carter. Eagles won that game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, Matt caught the final out on a line drive. Tacoa got a 2-out triple in the 9th, and the next batter lined one right at Carter. He left his feet and made the catch, and that preserved the win for Dan Richard. Here's the 2-2, and this one in the dirt. You know, I'm bragging. I'm a Trinity Christian Academy teacher and fan also. The Lady Conquerors high school team got a perfect game from Bailey Cooley last night in the regional final. They won that ball game 13-0 as this one is fouled off. Make that 14-0. Cooley hit a walk-off homer in the regional semifinal. Came back and pitched a perfect game, so can't really top that playoff performance from Bailey Cooley of Trinity Christian Academy softball. Corbett, a couple of foul balls, returns to the plate with 3 balls and 2 strikes on him. Miss Renee McCrory checking in as well. And the pitch slapped hard toward third. Backhanded play. Long throw is not in time. Corbett beats it out. That is a base hit. That's the first hit for the Barons. Third baseman Fermin made a terrific attempt. Made a fabulous throw all the way across the diamond, but Corbett a little too quick.
Now batting number 2, Jerome Holmes.
Yeah, Mr. Valk, big league plays by Chris Starling. I always enjoy seeing the comments. We also stream Trinity Christian Academy athletics as well, and love it when they put the comments and interact with each other. San Diego, we've had Hawaii, all over the country. Missouri last night. Here's a pitch, and this one's in the dirt. Jerome Holmes in 2 ball games yesterday had a total of 6 hits. I called him player of the game against Trinity Baptist. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is again in the dirt. Blocked well by the catcher Martinez. Martinez heads out to the mound. Try to settle down his pitcher Jared Clary. Clary, a freshman from Inglewood, Florida, enjoying his first season of college ball. These 2 teams are both in the NCCAA and the NAIA. Fermin leads off, throw to first, and the runner's back in time. Two balls, no strikes. Holmes waiting. And here comes the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, and it gets away from Martinez. And Corbett's going to take second base. Wild pitch. First one charged to Clary. Holmes, a switch hitter, batting right-handed against the southpaw. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, Holmes squares around, pulls it back and takes a strike. 3-1. Clary from the stretch. And he delivers. Chopper foul. Just barely to the right of the bag. That fills up the count at 3-2. Cleveland has defeated Milwaukee 6-2. Carrasco, the winner. Guerra, the loser for the Brujas. Payoff pitch, he got him. That's strikeout number 2 for Jared Clary. Runner remains at second for the center fielder, Taz Worrell at the plate. Catcher Townsend, or rather Martinez, out to the mound. Detroit leads Texas 4-3 in the 6th. White Sox 4-2 over Pittsburgh in the 7th. First pitch coming to Worrell. Squares around, pops up the bunt, but it's on the ground. He's going to beat the throw to first, and the ball's on the ground. Here comes Corbett. He will score. That is a bunt base hit for Worrell. He beats the throw. That will be an error on the third baseman, Junior Fermin, to allow the run to score. Corbett had frozen at third, but he saw the ball on the ground, and with his speed, he took off. And now Brewton-Parker leads 1-0. Leadoff man George Boyd heads to the plate. He led off the game with the walk. Good hustle on both ends, Worrell and Corbett. One out, runner at first. Throw over, a little closer than it might have looked at first, but he's back in time. The Cubs got 8 runs in the 3rd. They lead Miami 10-1 in the 5th. Both Rizzo and Bryan have gone deep. This one's going to be off the glove of Troncoso, and that's into right field for a base hit. Diving attempt by the second baseman, but unable to corral it. And there are 2 on with 1 out. Trey Jones, again the courtesy runner. I got it right that time. Trey Jones at first. Peyton Noble's at the plate, 2 on, 1 out. And there's a timeout. Coach Sykes heading out to the mound. 1 run is in. It's 1-0 in favor of Brewton-Parker. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 4, Colorado Rockies nothing in the 3rd. Houston and Oakland scoreless after 2. The night games feature the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium. Giancarlo Stanton homered twice against their rivals last night. That'll endure him to his new fans. Kansas City got 10 in the 1st last night. They're going to play Baltimore again tonight. San Francisco at Philadelphia. Noble's ready. First pitch is fouled off. Mariners and Blue Jays. Of course, Seattle got the no-hitter last night. James Paxton did the honors for the Mariners. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Of course, all eyes will be on Paxton, trying to get 2 in a row. Johnny Vandermeer, the only pitcher ever to do so. No balls, 2 strikes. There's one fouled off to the left side. So the count remains 0-2. Taz Worrell is at second. He bunted his way aboard. George Boyd got himself a base hit into right. 1 run is in. Corbett scored. He led off the inning with a base hit. The 0-2 is fouled back. Now in that Toccoa Trinity game, Toccoa Falls got 3 runs in the 4th. 3 batters kept fouling off 2-strike pitches. Each one of them had at least 4 foul balls in their at-bats. They all ended up in base runners, a walk and 2 RBI singles. A lot of times the batter is going to win that 2-strike battle because he gets to see more pitches, and eventually, rule of thumb says the pitcher's going to lay one in. Here's the 0-2, and this one's in the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. Peyton Nobles at the plate. Clary from the stretch, checks his runners and steps off. Atlanta at Tampa Bay tonight. Later on, Washington in San Diego. And here is the 1-2, and downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Valk out there in San Diego, wondering if you're a Padres fan. Here is the 2-2, and in the dirt, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We'll see if the runners are up to anything. Of course, with 2 outs, that's an automatic hit and run. And the runners, well, we don't know because Clary might have had the same thoughts to see if the hit and run was on. And here is the payoff pitch. Runner's not going, and this is fouled it off. Another payoff pitch coming, a 2-strike battle. Peyton Nobles looking for one he can handle. Big gap in right center. And here comes another 3-2. Ball 4 loads up the bases. Well, Nobles, as we said, battled with 2 strikes, fouled off a few pitches, and ended up drawing the walk. That's number 2 issued by Jared Clary. The sun is shining, but I'm wondering if I just felt the raindrop or something just sprinkled on me. Chris Starling at the plate. We saw what he can do with his glove and his arm half an inning ago. Now a chance with the bat to do some damage. 1 run is in, bases loaded, 1 out. Starling struck out his first time up. Here is a pitch, a curveball. No. Of course, the forecast said maybe a 10% chance of rain for the entire week. Clary delivers the 1-0. This fastball misses down low. So Starling, after seeing his teammate draw the walk, being very patient. And here comes a 2-0. And this one's on the corner, a good take by Starling. He's a sophomore from Lake Butler, Florida, maybe about 45 minutes away from Jacksonville. Here's a 2-1, and he rips it foul down the left side. Six foot, 165 pounds, Chris Starling, wearing number 59, kind of an unusual number for a baseball player.
5'9", be a hitter, babe.
Barons also have a 58, Josh Oliver. Here comes the 2-2. This one is chopped foul. Of course, we're getting the information from GoBaronsGo.com. That's the athletic site of Brewton-Parker. and WarnerRoyals.com, the athletic site of Warner University. Here's a 2-2, and this is chopped towards short. That's going to be fielded. Throw to third is not in time. No chance to get Starling at first, so that's going to be an infield hit. Worrell scores, an RBI for Starling. Everybody is safe. Bases remain loaded with one out. And time called as Coach Sykes wants to come out and make sure, talk to the base ump. Again, Starling, no chance to get him at first. The only option was to try to get the out at third. Trey Jones running for Boyd. He got in there safely. So an RBI single for Starling, and it's 2-0 Brewton-Parker. Here is Klein Nipper, the designated hitter. First pitch from Clary misses outside. Now the scoreboard says 3-0. I have it as 2. Jones is the runner at third. Nobles at second. Starling at first. It is 2-0. And a check swing, and he went around. Of course, easy to make a mistake on the scoreboard. I've done it plenty of times myself. And this scoreboard has a lot of information. You hit one wrong button, you have to know some computer programming to make the correction. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, base hit in the left. Jones will score. Everybody else will move up 90 feet. So an RBI base hit for Klein Nipper, and now it's 3-0. Jones crosses, Nobles at third, Starling now at second, Nipper aboard at first. That is the 5th hit of the inning to go along with a walk. Bases loaded, 1 out, third baseman Bo Townsend. There's a strike called. We saw yesterday Brewton-Parker can score a bunch of runs, and they're putting together a rally here in the third. 3 runs are in, only 1 out, and the sacks are full. Clary delivers. There's a ground ball. Could be 2. 6-4. Bounce pass to first and scooped up. A nice play by Haney. That is a 6-4-3 double play, and it retires a side. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 men left thanks to the double play. We go to the top of the 4th. 3-0 Barons lead. Top of the 4th, Alker, Vasquez, Troncoso due up. Brandon Hinkson, 3 scoreless innings, 2 hits, 2 walks. And the fourth inning underway with strike one. And here comes the 0-1. Hinkson working quickly, misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Double checking the scorebook, making sure those runs, whether they're all earned or partially earned and unearned. And this one is fouled off. There was an error in the inning. However, according to the rules of scoring, since a run would have scored on the successive base hits, they all count as earned runs. That error was on a throw that allowed a runner to get from second to third, rather from third to home, and score the run. But then there were a couple of base hits to follow, so that makes it an earned run. This one fouled off, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Clary, 3 earned runs in 3 innings pitched. Here's a 2-2, curveball, got the corner, strike 3. I agree, Ms. Worrell, that was pretty pitch. Xander Vasquez, a left fielder, he's 0 for 1, he grounded out to second. 1 out, base is empty. Hinkson has really settled in, had a little control problem to start the first couple of innings. Throwing a lot more strikes now. Good fastball right on the corner. No balls and a strike. And this one hits the dirt. Count even at 1-1. Hot shot in the left field. That's a base hit. Vasquez aboard with 1 out. He's now 1 out of 2. Kevin Troncoso at the plate. He was hit by a pitch, so no official at bat. Mr. Vaught says Barons are a very young team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores on the roster. That's good news for the near future. I'm reading the roster quickly, but right now I don't see any seniors listed. That first pitch is fouled off. 1, 2. 2 juniors. The rest of the roster, all freshmen and sophomores, if I'm reading that correctly. And a beautiful curveball. No balls, 2 strikes. Hinkson from the stretch. The 0-2. Hard hit towards the shortstop. Nobles backhand, spin around, and no out at first, but he got the lead runner at second. Peyton Nobles making the play. Spun all the way around and got the lead runner 6-4. So 2 outs. Troncoso aboard on a fielder's choice. Zach Baylog, the shortstop, he flew out to right in the second. Here comes the first pitch, and this ball is foul. What happened here, Baylog tried to duck out of the way of it. The ball hit the bat. He didn't know where the ball went. He was trying to avoid getting hit by the pitch. It was just barely fouled. It had stopped moving. And the catcher Martinez picked it up. So no balls and a strike. Hello, Ms. McCroy. Get to your request in just a moment. Hot shot right off the glove of Hinson. And the throw to first will not be made. That's a base hit for Baylog, so in essence returning the favor. He put one right back at the pitcher. Fortunately, Hickson was able to get his glove on it. And now the coach coming out to make sure his pitcher is all right. A shout out to, hopefully I'm saying this right, Tammy Visochi. Miss McCrory says that Tammy is the Barons' #1 fan in the hospital today. Hopefully she's able to watch or at least get word of what the Barons have done. They won twice yesterday. They're leading 3-0 here this afternoon. Hinkson's going to get a few warm-up tosses. That ball hit off the glove. Didn't look like it got him flush. Thank God he's all right. That ball was hit like a bullet. Base hit for Baylog. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Andy Martinez. And this pitch is on the corner. Good pitch by Hinkson. So we wish Miss Tammy Visace, we'll just call her Miss Tammy, that's a tough name. Wish her well in the hospital. Hopefully she's all right and recovering well. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Ray Bureau bringing you the action. My son Dean works our camera. He's graduating high school next week. Of course, I'm a proud papa. I'll brag on my kid anytime. This is fouled off to the left side. Count remains 0-2. 2 men on the potential tying run at the plate in Anthony Martinez. He has not homered this year, but he's driven in 6 in limited action. The 0-2, swing and a miss. He got him a good changeup. Had the hitter out in front. That's a second strikeout of the inning and second of the day also for Hinkson. 2 hits, 2 men left. Go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-0, Brewton-Parker. There's a new pitcher on the mound for Warner University, #3, Ronnie Filipkowski. Ronnie joined me yesterday during Game 1 between Trinity Baptist and Brewton-Parker. Helped me out with some color commentary and talked about the Royals, and he did a fantastic job. I really enjoyed having Ronnie on. We had some players from other teams as well. Now I get a chance to see Ronnie pitch. So Ronnie Filipkowski on the mound. See what he's done this season. 3.91 ERA, a record of 4-2. This will be his 16th appearance. He has pitched 23 total innings. One of those appearances a start. So a relief pitcher, Ronnie Filipkowski. He is a senior from Sarasota, Florida, and a transfer student from South Florida State College. And his first pitch is in there for a strike. Lorenzo Williams leading off for Brewton-Parker. He's followed by Corbett, Holmes, and if anyone gets on, Worrell. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, fair ball. Williams did not run. He thought it was foul. And that's going to be a close play at second now. Here comes a throw, and he is in there with a double. Williams thought the ball was foul. This is why I always say, go ahead and run. Let the umpire make the call. That play at second, a lot closer than it should have been. And now, umpire having a loud discussion with Warner coaches and players in the dugout. So Lorenzo Williams leads off with a double. He's now 1 for 2, and it brings up the right fielder Blake Corbett. He singled and scored the first run of the ball game. So now discussion at the plate. Whether or not that was a fair ball, that was the call. And again, players, youngsters especially, go ahead and make the play, run it out, let the umpire make the decision. So a leadoff double puts Williams at second. Corbett digs in, the call stands. 3-0 Barons lead. They're looking to tack on some insurance. Filipowski from the stretch. Line drive off the glove of the third baseman. That's going to be a base hit. Williams, of course, had to make sure the ball went through. He advances to third. Corbett singles into right. Fermin got a glove on it, nearly made a terrific catch. Good base running by Williams. Again, he had to make sure that ball found the ground. That ball's caught, and he's too far off the bag. That's an easy double play. Here's Holmes, a switch hitter, now batting left-handed. He struck out his first time up. Runner bluffs, nobody going, and this pitch misses outside. Haney holding the runner at first. Williams at third, Corbett at first. Holmes at the plate. Now the runner's going, the pitch is outside, the throw down is into center field, and that will let a run score. Stolen base for Blake Corbett. Error on the catcher, and Williams scores, and it's 4-0. So now Holmes has a runner at second, nobody out, 1 run is in. And the pitch, call the strike. 2 balls and a strike. Filipowski with the pitch. Holmes squares around, tried to drag bunt. Looked like he was bunting for the hit that time. Bunted through it, it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch and a high pop up, that's going to get out of play. Corbett, the runner at second, nobody out. Williams doubled, he has crossed the plate. Corbett singled into left. 4-0, Brewton-Parker leads. 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, still batting. This one's in the dirt, but it's blocked. Martinez keeps the runner at second. Three balls, 2 strikes. Taz Worrell waiting on deck. Now a lot of comments. It'll take me a while to get through them all, but again, great interaction on the top chat here in this ball game. Again, Miss Tammy Visucci in the hospital. We want to say hello, wish her well. Don't know if she's able to watch or at least get word of how her team is doing. Big Barons fan. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. So 1 out. Second time that Holmes has gone down on strikes. Here's a center fielder, Taz Worrell. He beat out a bunt for a base hit, ended up scoring in the 3rd.
All right, Taz, be aggressive.
Williams has scored. Corbett at 2nd. And this pitch is up and in. And here comes the 1-0. High fly ball, well hit into center field. It is going to be caught on a terrific running catch out there by Cole Parks. Corbett tags. He advances to 3rd. Excellent job in center, Cole Parks. That's a long way out there, 400 feet. Parks over the shoulder, hauls it in. There are 2 outs.
All right, 2-2, baby.
And I get a word from Miss Visucci. She is able to watch. Wants to give out a shout out to her son, the pitcher for the Barons, Brandon Hinkson. Wish you well. Hope all is right. And here comes the pitch. And a breaking ball in there for a strike. George Boyd at the plate with a runner at 3rd and 2 men out. And a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Kyle Blue, the Warner University Sports Information Director, checking in. Good to see you, Mr. Blue. That's a fun job. I do the same here at Trinity Baptist College. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, 2-2. Come on, babe. Send him home.
So count of 1 and 2 on Boyd. Filipkowski with the pitch. Chopper foul.
Oh, gosh.
And Blake Corbett putting his bare hands on the ball. Better make sure that ball's foul before you do something like that. Batted ball hits a runner in fair territory. That runner's out. So another 1-2 coming to George Boyd. And this one is down. Corbett thought the ball got away, but it stayed right at Martinez's feet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 on the way, breaking ball, strike 3 called. Ball hits the ground. Martinez will apply the tag. Another run for the Brewton-Parker Barons on a couple of hits. And we go to the top of the 5th. 4-0, Brewton leads. Oh, what a nice gentle breeze cooling things off here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're in the low to mid 80s. Got a nice cloud cover going on. Big umbrella provided by TBC Athletic Director John D. Jones. He's also the men's basketball coach here at Trinity Baptist College. Beautiful weather we're going to have all week. Expected to be just like this again tomorrow and Friday. Remember, tomorrow only 2 games on the schedule, 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Leading off is the top of the order, right fielder Rio Russell, 4-0 in favor of Brewton-Parker. Brandon Hinkson on the mound. He has pitched 4 scoreless innings. Check swing and no swing on a pitch low and away. Hinkson had a little trouble finding the zone in the first couple of innings, but he's really settled in and he's in the groove now. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bright sunny skies, not a single cloud directly over the field. Here's the 1-1, and this one's up and away. In a couple of hours, that sun's going to be setting behind us. TBC and Emmanuel get started at 7 o'clock. And this one is fouled straight back. And the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one hit off the restroom. A couple of gentlemen standing on top of the steps, getting ragged that they should have made the play. Here's a 2-2, and this one hits the batter, and Russell is aboard. That's a second batter that Hinkson has hit. So the leadoff man aboard for first baseman Jesse Haney. Jesse hit one over the fence his last time up, but unfortunately for him, Chris Starling reached over and pulled it back in, robbing Haney of a home run. That led off the 3rd inning. That same inning, Starling then caught a line drive in left field and doubled the runner off first base. And this one hits Haney, and he is aboard. 2 consecutive pitches have hit batters, and that's the 3rd one from Hinkson. And now the potential tying run is in the on-deck circle as Junior Fermin heads up to the plate. Time called. Coach out there to try to settle down his pitcher. Coach Jeff Sykes out there. He's assisted by Aaron Kearies, Blaine Rhea, and his athletic trainer is Samantha Brown. Trinity Baptist College trainer Ellie Jean is in attendance this week, here for all games. He's also the men's head soccer coach. He led the Eagles to the championship game in the national tournament, and they fell 1-0 to Pensacola Christian. Here's a first pitch, a breaking ball, and that's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. Hinkson hit the first 2 batters, trying to work his way around it. Takes a few looks back, turns, and nothing going on. Hinkson, a sophomore from Kennesaw, Georgia. Stands at 6'2", 170 pounds. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball to the right side, and it is foul. And it drops safely. No balls, 2 strikes on Fermin. Grand slam yesterday, so far today, 1 hit, 1 for 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is a little bit outside. So now a ball and 2 strikes on Fermin. And the pitch is upstairs, a snap throw to first. Everybody's back safely. So 2-2 on the way from Brandon Hinkson. Line drive down the left field line. That is a fair ball. 1 run is going to score, possibly 2. And no, he's going to be held up at third. Man, credit Chris Starling getting to the ball quickly. That is a double for Fermin. Rio Russell scores. Warner's on the board. It's 4-1. Haney rounded third as if he was going to come in, but Starling, we've already seen the arm he has. He got the ball in very quickly and kept Haney at third base. That is going to be all for Hinkson. Got a new man coming to the mound. We'll tell you about him after we come back. We'll pause here, get you updated on a new pitcher for Brewton-Parker. 4-1 Barons lead in the 5th. New pitcher for Brewton-Parker, number 38, Jacob Johnson. We saw him last night against Emmanuel. He pitched the 9th inning in Brewton's 12-8 victory. He is a freshman, do not have his hometown listed on the site. Johnson in that 9th inning faced 3 men and struck out 2 of them. Second time we have seen him on the mound in this series. He will inherit runners at second and third, nobody out, 1 run is in. Junior Fermin doubled down the left field line. Center fielder Cole Parks is at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He's the man who lined into the 7-3 double play started by Chris Starling. Has a chance to drive in 2. Pull his team to within a run. It's 4-1, Brewton-Parker leads, and Johnson steps off. Top of the 5th. And the sun playing hide and seek with us once again, now behind the clouds. There's a strike right down the middle. Parks squared around, pulled it back. No balls and a strike. Parks with a big RBI opportunity. And the 0-1. And it hits the batter. That's the 3rd hit batsman of the inning, and it loads up the bases. For Hinkson, 4+ innings. 1 run, it was earned. 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 2, and hit 3. He is responsible for both runners on base. Haney's at third, Fermin at second. Parks at first. Here's Jesse Alker, the DH. He has walked and struck out. Potential tying runs on base. First pitch is strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. There is strike 2 right down the middle. There's Brewton-Parker College, home of Prince Board, the former women's soccer coach at Trinity Baptist College, just transferred over there during this school year. This one misses downstairs. Coach Prince, hope you're watching. We miss you over here at TBC, but we wish you well at your new digs. We know you're going to do good things for women's soccer at Brewton-Parker, just like you did here. In 3 seasons, he got the Lady Eagles to within 1 goal of reaching the national tournament. Here's a 1-2, and this one stays outside to even up the count. Prince's assistant, Mr. Noom Royeman, will take over as head coach, and he's inheriting a terrific program built by Prince Board. Here's a 2-2 and a high fly ball to the left side. That is going to get out of play into the bullpen. Two balls, 2 strikes. Johnson takes his time, takes a long look in. Nobody out, bases loaded, and the pitch. It is outside, and the count is full. We've had 1 hit and 3 hit batsmen in the inning. 1 run is in. Payoff pitch coming to Jesse Alker. High fly ball will score a run. Ball is caught in center by Worrell. He throws to third. It's a beautiful throw and not in time. Just a little bit off the mark. Well, Haney scores. It's 4-2. That is an RBI sac fly. First out of the inning. Parks holds up at first. Fermin slid around the tag. The throw was in time, but Fermin just avoided the tag. Great slide. Excellent throw in center field by Taz Worrell. 1 out, runners at the corners for left fielder Xanders Vasquez. He is 1 for 2. Johnson with the first pitch, and he hits the batter. That's his 2nd of the inning, 4th of the inning overall, and 5th of the game for Brewton-Parker pitching. That advances Parks to 2nd, Fermin's at 3rd, and Vasquez now at 1st. 1 out, bases loaded for second baseman Kevin Troncoso. He's been hit by a pitch, and he reached on a fielder's choice. Top of the 5th, 4-2 now in favor of the Bruins. 2 runs have scored. Both runs charged to Hinkson. And here is the pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Now the runner at 3rd, Junior Fermin, also belongs to Hinkson. Strike called. Terrific placement. It's 1-1. And here is the pitch. It is down low. 2 balls and a strike. Jacob Johnson, another long look in. He works from the stretch exclusively. And here's a 2-1. High pop foul out of play. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Vonk giving high praise, well earned, to Hinkson. He did do a very good job. Here's a 2-2, and this one a good rip and a foul straight back. Troncoso has a chance to tie the game. A base hit could score 2 and knot it up at 4. There is 1 out. Middle infielders back, looking to turn 2 and end the inning. Corner infielders on the grass. 2-2 and chop foul toward the dugout. So another 2-2 coming.
All right, 3-8. Strike him out right here.
Outfield, straightaway, medium depth. We've seen good arms in both center and left already. Here's the pitch. It's popped up, and it will get out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the 2-2. High fly ball, very well hit into center field. Worrell giving chase right up against the fence. He makes the catch. 1 run is going to score. And another runner advances to third. That ball looked like it had a chance to get out. It was right up against the TBC baseball logo. Troncoso went deep yesterday, and he gets a sac fly to center. Fermin scores. Cole Parks advances to third. Now close the book on Brandon Hinkson. So 4+ innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Zach Baylog, the shortstop, at the plate with 2 outs and runners at first and third. That ball very close to being a grand slam for Kevin Troncoso. He hit it very well, but it's a long way out there in the outfield. Wind is blowing in, might have knocked it down just enough. Here's a pitch, hot shot right off Johnson. Holmes will recover, throw to first in time. That will go as 1-4-3 for the third out. Baylog hit the ball very well, and an excellent job by the second baseman, Jerome Holmes. Throw beat the runner. Run does not count. That was a force out at first. 3 runs score, and as we go to the bottom of the 5th, it is 4-3 Brewton-Parker. Bottom of the 5th, it's a 4-3 game. Each team has had a 3-run inning. Brewton-Parker, that came in the 3rd, and the Barons tacked on another one in the 4th. Warner just came back with 3 of their own in the 5th and very nearly had a grand slam from Kevin Troncoso. So Ryan Filipkowski will start his 2nd inning of work. He's on the mound now for Warner University. And the scheduled hitters that Filipkowski will face are Nobles, Starling, and Nipper, 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Tigers and Rangers tied at 4 in the 8th. Filipkowski from the stretch, square around, and a good bunt down the third baseline, and that's going to be a foul ball. Very good recognition by Warner third baseman Junior Fermin. He knew he didn't have a play, so he did the wise thing and let it roll, and it hit the dirt and turned foul. 1 strike. Nobles returns to the plate. Final score, Pittsburgh shut out the White Sox. Nope, read the wrong inning. 6-5 was the final. I read the 9th inning where Pittsburgh scored 4 times to come from behind. Cubs 12, Marlins 3. 8-run 3rd inning for the Cubbies. That's my favorite team. Here's the 0-1. A breaking ball is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobles thought he had himself a bunt single. Had to return to the box, and he's in there with a 1-1 count. And this one misses up high. Now Nobles ahead 2-1. Angels 4-0 over Colorado in the 6th. No score between Houston and Oakland after 5. Here's a 2-1. Line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Well, so Nobles didn't get the bunt single, but then he drilled one into left. He's on first for the 2nd time today. 1 for 2 officially. He walked in the 3rd. Leadoff single.
Now batting number 59, Chris Starling.
That's a 3rd hit off Philip Kowski, and it brings up left fielder Chris Starling. Chris drove in a run with a base hit his 2nd time up. 1 for 2. TBC Eagles have made their way back to the field. They're going to play Emmanuel at 7. High fly ball into center field. That is going to be caught by Parks, and that's out number 1. Trinity Baptist came from behind against Toccoa Falls. Eventually took the lead. Then Toccoa tied it at 4 in the 8th. Or was that the 7th? That was the 7th. Trinity got the game-winning run in the top of the 9th, and Dan Richard won it in relief for Trinity Baptist College. Runner at first, 1 out. First pitch is a fastball just a little bit high. John Shiver was outstanding on the mound for the Eagles. He had one pretty rough inning, but he did a good job in 5 innings pitched. And a strike called. Gave up 3 runs in 1 inning. Other than that, he shut the door. Austin Hiller came in relief of Shiver and did a terrific job in 2 innings. He came in with runners on base and nobody out in the 6th. Didn't allow a run to score. Here's a 1-1, and this one's up high. Toccoa did get a run off Hiller in the 7th. Then Dan Richard pitched the final 2 innings to earn the victory. 2-1, here's a pitch, a curveball, strike 2. That game ended on a line drive, a jumping catch by first baseman Matt Carter right after Josh Slate hit a 2-out triple. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3, a terrific curveball right down the middle. Nipper knew it, no argument. 2 down. Bo Townsend steps to the plate. Nobles at first, a leadoff single. So far, no advancement. Townsend is 0 for 2. He bounced into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Runner bluffs. Martinez came up ready to throw, but everybody's back. 4-3, Barons lead. Philip Kowski with the 1-0. Line drive into center field. That's a base hit. Nobles will round second. The throw to third is in time. Did he hold on? No, the ball came out of the glove, says the third base umpire. The throw beat the runner. Umpire trotted down there to make sure Fermin held on to the ball. The ball came out of the glove, and that allowed Nobles to get in safely. Base hit for Bo Townsend. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Here's Lorenzo Williams. He doubled and scored in the 4th, and right now that's the difference in the game. That was run number 4, and then Warner came back with 3 in the 5th. This curveball misses outside. 4th hit off Ronnie Filipkowski. Here comes the 1-0. Curveball, strike called. Corbett waiting on deck. However, the Barons have 2 outs. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a foul tip right into the mitt. Williams lost the bat. He took a major league rip. Looked like he was going for the downs on that one. He has 1 home run on the season. Looking for number 2 of that last swing. The wind is blowing in, so he'd really have to hit it well. Throw to first, and everybody's back. Count of 1-2 on the hitter Lorenzo Williams. And the pitch, curveball, and strike 3. Couldn't tell if the ball had hit the ground, but it was caught in the air. And that is strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Ronnie Filipkowski. Couple of hits, but no runs for Brewton-Parker. 2 men left. After 5, it's 4-3 Barons. We go to the top of the 6th. It's 4-3 in favor of Brewton-Parker, and the new pitcher on the mound for the Barons. Double checking, I believe that's Noah Cordova. Yes, it is. Noah Cordova wearing number 28. He pitched against Trinity Baptist College, finished off the game with 2 2/3 innings against the Eagles in Brewton-Parker's win in Game 1 of this tournament. Noah joined me later on that afternoon to talk about his team, and he told me he has a brief background in radio, and I could tell by the way he held himself on the air with me. Saying his prayers, giving glory to God for the talent that he has. All these young men out here with the God-given gift. Cordova will face Anthony Martinez to start things off in the 6th. And this one is in the dirt for a ball. Rio Russell's a leadoff man. He's on deck, followed by Jesse Haney. And if anyone gets on, Fermin and Parks will follow. Jacob Johnson, 1 inning pitched. Here's a high fly ball into shallow left center. That's going to stay up long enough, and Worrell will run it down. 1 out. Johnson did not allow a hit. None of the runs scored were charged to him. He hit 2 batters. Now Cordova gets the first man he faces on a pop-up. Rio Russell, he was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. 0 for 2 officially. And the pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. And Cordova from the windup. And this one slap foul. Cordova, when he was talking with me, told me himself he does not throw all that hard, but he mixes up his speeds and doesn't take high velocity to get hitters out. It takes keeping them off balance. And that's what Cordova did against Trinity Baptist. And 2 batters into this one, he's doing pretty much the same thing. This one is popped up. Russell well out in front. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 is popped up towards the left field line, and the running catch by Nobles over at the foul line is out number 2. Noah Cordova, a sophomore from Modesto, California, stands at 5'11", 195 pounds. Also plays some infield, third base and first base. 2 outs, he will face Jesse Haney, who was also hit by a pitch and scored last inning. Curveball, slow curve, good 12-6 action for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And this one is a fastball, misses down and away. One ball, 1 strike. Line drive, very well hit into center. That's a base hit for Haney. Ball gets away. Now Haney's going to try for second, and he is out. Haney singled. Worrell had a little trouble with it. He bobbled it, but he cuts down Haney, trying to take advantage and move into second base. So a base hit and a runner caught at second on the same play. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It is 4-3 Brewton-Parker. Bottom of the 6th in a 4-3 ball game. Brewton-Parker leads, and the Barons will send up the bottom third of the order, Corbett, Holmes, and Worrell, but they will face a new pitcher, number 16, Tyler Perkins, on the mound for the first time in the tournament. Perkins has a record of no wins, 2 losses, 7.36 ERA. This is his 9th appearance. He's made 1 start, so most of his work in relief. 14 2/3 innings. Opponent's hitting .296 off Perkins. He is a senior from Gainesville, Florida. Of course, Warner University in Central Florida. Lake Wales. So a lot of Florida players on this NAIA Sun Conference / NCCAA South Region Warner University squad. Blake Corbett is the first man that Perkins will face. So the new pitcher working from the stretch with the bases empty. He's mainly a reliever. Many do that, and the pitch is a good fastball for a strike. That one had a lot of life on it. Perkins looks like a hard-throwing right-hander. First time I've seen him in action. And here is the pitch. Corbett pops it up, and it will be caught by Martinez. So 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Jerome Holmes. He has struck out both times up today. 6 hits in 2.5 games here in the South Region Tournament. Holmes coming up with the bases empty and 1 man out. Ronnie Filipkowski, 2 innings pitched. 1 unearned run. 4 hits. I'll check that again to make sure. And this one is inside. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Chopper towards second. Troncoso, high hop, leaps up in the air and gets the out at first. Ball took a funny hop on the second baseman, but Troncoso was able to leap high, make the play, and get the out.
Now batting number 37, Taz Worrell.
4 hits for Filipkowski is correct. 1 unearned run, and right now that's the difference in the ball game. 2 outs, base is empty for Taz Worrell, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Now Hinkson did not go the required 5 innings, so the reliever who gets the win should the score. Check that. Should Warner had taken the lead, but right now they're still trailing, so what I was about to say is all moot. I'll check that again and make sure. Here's the 0-1. And this one fouled off. Okay, Brewton-Parker pitching, Hinkson. So I was correct. Didn't go 5 innings, he went 4. So as it stands, if the score does hold up, there are still a few innings left. Johnson or Cordova would be awarded the win. And the pitch is laced in toward the gap. It is going to be on the ground, a diving effort by the right fielder, Russell. He got a glove on it but couldn't hold on, and that's a double for Worrell. We've seen some great defense in both games today. And Russell laid out. Again, he got his glove on it. Couldn't hold on to it as he hit the ground. So a 2-out double for Taz Worrell brings up the leadoff man, George Boyd. Of course, the reliever who is awarded the win in that case is the one who puts on the best performance. Of course, if Warner comes back to tie the score, then it goes to the traditional win-loss decision. 2 outs. First pitch to Boyd is fouled off and out of play. Red Sox and Yankees getting underway at 7:05 tonight. Giants and Phillies. Royals and Orioles. Mariners and Blue Jays. Here's the 0-1, and again slapped foul. Braves in Tampa Bay. Later on tonight, Washington at San Diego. Diamondbacks are in Los Angeles. Reds beat the Mets 2-1 in 10 innings. Indians beat the Brewers 6-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Strike 3 call, a breaking ball right down the middle. No argument from George Boyd, and that retires the side. A 2-out double, but a man left at second. And we go to the 7th. 4-3 Brewton-Parker. Top of the 7th, heart of the batting order coming up. 3, 4, 5. Fermin, Parks, and Alker. Noah Cordova about ready to start his second inning of work. He gave up a hit in the 6th, but that hit was erased on the play at second base that ended the inning. Jesse Haney cut down after a ball bobbled in center field on his base hit. Thrown out trying to take second base. So Junior Fermin at the plate. He drove in a run with a double and scored in the 5th. 1-run lead for Brewton-Parker. As we start inning number 7, extra innings in Arlington, Detroit, and Texas tied at 4. White Sox fell to Pittsburgh 6-5. Here's a pitch and change up for a strike. And Cordova not overpowering, but he changes speeds well and hits his spots. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball into right field. That will stay up. And it is caught. Blake Corbett one away. Cubs now 13-3 over the Marlins. That game
Now batting number 11,
in the 9th. 5-0 Angels lead the Rockies in the 7th. Houston trails Oakland 1-0 in the 7th. First pitch to Parks, swing and a miss. Cordova slowing things down and getting ahead of the hitters. He's been very effective in an inning and a 3rd. Line drive, that's going to get down for a hit. Parks waited on that one and put some good aluminum on it. That's a second hit allowed by Cordova. Runner at first, 1 out for the DH, Jesse Alker. He had a sacrifice fly in the center that brought home a run his last time up. He's also walked and fanned. So 1 out, potential tying run at first base. First pitch, line drive, caught by the shortstop. Nobles to first, not in time. That ball was right at Peyton Nobles. He didn't have to move at all. He has a good arm, but good recognition by Parks to get back to first in time. He didn't get too far off the bag. Played it exactly the way he should. Make sure that line drive goes through. And a good job of base running by Cole Parks. So left fielder Xanders Vasquez hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 1 for 2 officially. Runner's on the move, pitches outside. To throw down is not in time. The ball hit the ground and caused Holmes to have to come up on the bounce, and that allowed Parks to get in under the tag. So a stolen base, runner at second, 2 outs. Ball 1 was the call on Vasquez. Conference out on the infield. Most likely about that call at second. Ball did hit the ground and Holmes had to go up, catch the ball off the bounce. So Parks is safe at second, a stolen base. That is the potential tying run. And with 2 outs, he's off on the crack of the bat. Doesn't have to wait to see where it goes. So Vasquez has a good opportunity ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. He could tie up the game. Now the sun's starting to get a little bit lower. That's going to make it tough on the fielders. Here's the 1-0, and it's off the end of the bat. He didn't mean to swing. He could beat it out. The throw is not in time. That is an infield single for Xanders Vasquez. Parks advances to third. And Warner now with runners at the corners. Third hit allowed by Cordova. That's what they call a swinging bunt. It worked out for Vasquez and the Royals. Potential tying run now just 90 feet away. So the catcher, George Boyd, will have to make sure anything in the dirt he gets in front of and blocks and keeps that tying run from scoring. Here's a pitch from Cordova. A breaking ball, it gets by. Here comes the runner. Cordova's covering, it is not in time. There's a runner at second. Cordova had forgotten about momentarily, but he gets up and looks the runner back. That is going to be a pass ball on George Boyd. And we are tied at 4. Vasquez moves into second on the same play. So a run is in and we're all tied up at 4. Filipowski now off the hook. And the game now belongs to Cordova and Perkins. Ball 2 up high. Xanders Vasquez on second base. Kevin Tron-Cosco now ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Cordova from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And he gets the outside corner. Cordova has thrown the ball well. Excuse me, base hit. And then a pass ball allowed the run to score. 2 balls and a strike, and a swing and a miss. He pulled the string and got strike 2.
Come on, hit it hard. Hit it hard, come on.
Detroit did not score in the top of the 10th. Rangers tied 4-4, a chance to walk it off. 2-2, 2 outs, runner at second. Cordova's pitch is lifted high into shallow right field. That is going to be caught. Corbett makes the play to retire the side. The tying run scored. There were 2 hits in the inning, a stolen base and a very costly pass ball. We go to the bottom of the 7th, all tied up at 4. We go to the bottom of the 7th, new ball game, tied up at 4. Just saying hello to TBC Eagle pitcher outfielder Michael Kohick, telling him that today's game, the win over Toccoa Falls, probably the best game that the Eagles have played this season, at least from what I saw. That was a fantastic ball game. If you missed it, check it out later on. It's up on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Nobles leads off in the bottom of the 7th, facing Tyler Perkins, and he slaps this one just foul down the right side. Warner trailed 4-0 in the 4th. They have come back to tie it up with 4 unanswered runs. Nobles is followed by Starling and Nipper, 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. No balls and a strike, and a high drive, well hit towards the gap. 2 men converging, it's on the ground, right in between. Here's Nobles on his way to second, and he has a leadoff double. Cole Parks and Rio Russell both were there, and the ball got probably the only place it could get without being caught. Right in between those 2. Here come the TBC Eagles going by the scoreboard, the scorer's table and the bleachers. Good job out there today, guys. You got to do it again tonight against a tough Emmanuel team. Number 3 team in NCCAA is what the Eagles are going to face tonight. They got some rest, got something to eat. Now they're going to watch the end of this one and get ready to play again tonight at 7. No outs. Starling the hitter with a runner at second. Lined out hard to center his last time up. A high chopper towards short. That will advance the runner to third. The throw is in time. 6-3 on the putout. 1 away. Nobles advances. Klein Nipper, the DH, is at the plate. He has an RBI single in 3 trips. Called out on strikes his last time up. Now the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away and all 4 infielders playing in on the grass. That opens up holes and also allows a bloop single over the infielders' heads, but the ground ball right at someone should keep the run from scoring. First pitch is strike 1. Tyler Perkins has worked now an inning and a third and is not allowed a run. No balls, 1 strike to Nipper. Long look at the runner at third, and a pitch, check swing, and he held up in time. Noble's not being held on. In fact, Junior Fermin is well off the bag. That should allow Nobles to get a very good lead, and if the ball gets by, he should score pretty easily. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to first after looking the runner back, and that is out number 2. So the risk-reward factor came into play, and the runner held up at third. Zach Baylog made the play. Did the right thing. He checked the runner, froze him, make sure he didn't score. He had plenty of time to throw across. 2 outs. Now the outfield and the infield can back up to normal depth. Bo Townsend at the plate. He's 1 for 3. A base hit his last time. Peyton Nobles led off with a double, advanced on a chopper. He's there now at third with 2 outs, and the first pitch is strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Perkins trying to work around that leadoff double. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt and blocked. Good job by Martinez. That ball gets by. Brewton-Parker reclaims the lead. Count of 1-1 on Bo Townsend. Turned into a very pleasant afternoon. We've gotten past the hottest part of the day. It's now down closer to 80 degrees. And another block by Martinez. We're going to finish up around 70, possibly high 60s before we're done here tonight.
Catcher's Mick Tinney.
New catcher behind the plate, Mick Tinney. Thank you to the nice lady down front. And here is the pitch, and it's fouled off. Tough to see that jersey number. I have an umpire and 2 poles right in front of me. We saw Mick Tinney last night also. Here's a 2-2 and a high chopper. That's going to be a tough play. Throw across is in time. And Haney shifted his feet, kept his right foot on the bag, and the out recorded by about a step. 5-3 retires a side, keeps Nobles from scoring the tying run. So we go to the 8th, and we are tied at 4. Top of the 8th, Baylog will lead it off. He's the number 8 hitter. Mick Tinney, the scheduled hitter, batting second in the inning. He's in the number 9 spot, as far as I can tell. Took over for Anthony Martinez. In the top of the order, Rio Russell. So we'll see if it's Tinney who comes to the plate or if Martinez re-enters. Noah Cordova, starting his 3rd inning of work. He's gone 1, allowed 1 run. And the first pitch is a curveball. That was a very slow curve, but effective for strike 1. Here's Cordova with the 0-1, and this one misses low. And we had Noah talking with us yesterday. He told me he used to do a radio show on a Christian station, got to share the gospel with others over the airwaves. There's a high fly ball into left. Starling is there, and he makes the catch. He said he wants to do some kind of service work when he's done with college and done playing ball. Said he's a junior in the classroom and a redshirt sophomore on the field. So he's going to do what he can to maintain his eligibility and get to play an extra year, possibly after graduation. His first pitch, this is Mick Tinney at the plate. First time we've seen him swing the bat today. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is lofted into right, but that's going to be an easy play. The wind took it just a bit, but Blake Corbett is right there for out number 2. Rio Russell, leadoff man. He popped up to the shortstop his last time up. He has scored a run, 1 of 4, very important run. And we are tied up at 4. And a pitch from Cordova on the outside corner. So far, we've had 2 very exciting ball games. Trinity Baptist beat Toccoa 5-4. There's that little deke move that he did against us last night. We talked about that a little bit when he joined me during that second game. Fooled the Trinity Baptist hitter with that move. 1 ball, 1 strike. In fact, that's what got him on with me. He said a player heard me talking about that and was able to let him know. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That started a conversation, and he joined me soon after. The 1-2, foul tip caught. That is strike 3. So the first strikeout for Cordova. He works a perfect 8th inning, and we go to the bottom half, tied 4-4. Tyler Perkins has pitched 2 scoreless innings. He's allowed 2 hits, both of them doubles. 1 strikeout and nothing else. He starts his 3rd inning of work. It's the bottom of the 8th, and he will face 6, 7, and 8. Lorenzo Williams, Blake Corbett, and Jerome Holmes. Love that conversation over on the chat. Miss Tammy Vasucci saying, "Go Barons." She is a mother of Brewton-Parker pitcher Austin Vasucci, a freshman. When I first saw the earlier comment, I thought she meant the starting pitcher, but it is Anthony Vasucci. That is a strike right down the middle. Lorenzo Williams at the plate. He has doubled and scored in 3 trips. No balls, 1 strike. Tyler Perkins, hard-throwing right-hander. Here's a pitch, a good curveball. Had to hit her way out in front. So the 0-2 coming from Tyler Perkins. And the pitch is in the dirt. Mazzara walked it off for Texas. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perkins delivers a curveball that stays up high.
Got it. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lorenzo Williams at the plate. And Perkins takes a long look in. Now the pitch, and it's downstairs for ball 3. Payoff pitch coming on a full count. First batter of the inning, Williams digs in, Perkins sets, and the pitch. High pop foul, will do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A.J. Alexo, the Eagles, saying hello as he walks by. Looking to defeat Emmanuel College and stay alive. That's an elimination game between number 5 Trinity Baptist and number 1 Emmanuel College. Another payoff pitch on the way. Perkins delivers. Strike 3 right down the middle. Williams knew it, and that is out number 1. Strikeout number 2 for Perkins. It's Perkins against Cordova as far as pitchers of record are concerned. Blake Corbett steps in. He is 2 for 3. Last time up, tried to bunt his way aboard and popped it up. Here's a chopper down the third base line and foul. Corbett singled and scored in the 3rd. Singled and stole the base in the 4th, was left stranded at 3rd. Corbett taking his time, stretching out, and he's back in with a count of no balls, 1 strike. And here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses low and away. Ball and a strike on Corbett. Long look in. Now Perkins delivers. A fastball misses outside. Shaking on your screen. No need to adjust your device. That's people moving around in the bleachers. We're right at the top of the bleachers behind home plate. Here's the 2-1. Strike 2 called on the corner.
All you need is 1.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Long look in by Perkins. And the 2-2. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Corbett around second, on his way to second rather. And he pulls in as a left fielder has a little trouble picking it up. He never stopped, so that's going to be a double. Blake Corbett, a 1-out double, and that is the potential go-ahead run at second base. And we're in the bottom of the 8th. Checking the bullpens, there are some men standing up on both sides and nobody throwing, however. Holmes at the plate, chance to put his team back in the lead. Good speed on second and Corbett, and the first pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Corbett just doubled. He stands at second. And time called as Holmes didn't want to wait any longer. So no pitch. Perkins did the right thing. If you try to stop in the middle of a delivery, that's a good chance to injure yourself. So go ahead and let it fly and reset for the next one. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one is outside, a good hard fastball. Holmes with a good eye at the plate. He has struck out twice and grounded out to second, so nothing out of 3. RBI opportunity and the potential go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th. That could be the game-winning RBI if he gets it through. Here's a 2-0. Ground ball towards first. That will advance the runner. Haney takes it himself. That's 2 outs. Corbett moves into third. Taz Worrell at the plate with a chance to put his team back in the lead. Mick Tinney, as we said before about George Boyd, he will have to make sure nothing gets by him. We look ahead to the top of the 9th. It will be Haney, Fermin, and Parks due up for Warner, 2, 3, and 4. Perkins from the stretch with a runner at third, and the first pitch is blocked. Mick Tinney came in an inning ago in place of Anthony Martinez. His job now is to make sure that runner does not score. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, a curved ball, foul. Worrell is 2 for 3 with a run scored. Bunt single and a run in the third. A double his last time up. Flew out, hit the ball well in between. 1 ball, 1 strike. Perkins delivers, squares around, lays down the bunt, has a chance to beat it. The throw will go to the plate. Everybody is safe, and the Barons lead 5-4. They had no chance of getting Worrell at first. That is an RBI base hit. It was a safety squeeze. Corbett scores. And Brewton-Parker has reclaimed the lead. So now we'll see if Cordova comes on to finish it, or if Brewton-Parker will send in a closer of some sort. That happened with 2 outs, and Taz Worrell looking for a bid to become player of the game. That's his 3rd hit. And here is the pitch from Perkins. Swing and a miss to George Boyd, the leadoff man and the catcher. Well, a number of players are deserving, but barring anything else, I'm going to go ahead and call Taz Worrell our player of the game. 3 for 4 with a run and what could be the game-winning RBI on the squeeze. Here's a pitch outside, ball 2. Getting a thumbs up from Mrs. Worrell. He deserves it. There are some others who are in the running as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch down in the dirt. Worrell will take off. The throw to second is in time. Great throw from Mick Tinney, right on the money, and that retires a side. Well, if Warner does tie it up, then Boyd would lead off the bottom of the 9th. Until then, it's a 1-run game, 5-4, Brewton-Parker. Cordova coming out to finish the job for the Barons. Back in a minute. Top of the ninth, Jesse Haney, Junior Fermin, and Cole Parks, 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Noah Cordova will try to close it out. If he does, he will be the winner in relief. The tying run scored under Cordova's watch, but now he has a chance to win. He's acting as a closer right now, but he's trying to win it. He has the top of the order, beginning with number 2 and Haney, and then the middle third coming up if anyone gets on base. And the first pitch misses. Junior Fermin and Cole Parks are scheduled. Jesse Alker, Xanders Vasquez waiting in the wings as well. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. 2 very exciting games so far today. Hoping for another one tonight. Of course, I'm a TBC Eagles fan and employee, so obviously I'm rooting for the home team. Here's the 1-1. Bouncing ball towards short. Nobles spins and probably should have held on to that one. That is a leadoff single, and the tying run is aboard. Hit number 4 off Cordova. Nobles trying to make the play, but there's one he probably could have put in his back pocket. Risk that throw, and now we're going to have a pinch runner for Haney. See who this young man is. He's hiding behind the first baseman, so I can't tell who it is, but that's a pinch runner for Haney at first. He just beat out an infield single. Looks like Ryan Glenn is the runner at first base. Big lead and a pitch. Ball 1 down low. Glenn, a sophomore from McDonough, Georgia. Remember, no seniors on this roster for Brewton-Parker. Actually, I'm reading the wrong roster. 2 balls, no strikes. Alfred Brown is the runner at first. And a pitch, and a good curveball from Cordova. 2 balls and a strike. So Alfred Brown, we saw him running a few times yesterday in their 2 ball games. He is very fast, bluffs. Here's a ball lifted towards right. It's sending the fielder back, but good running catch in right field by Corbett. Not much room left. That ball carried. The wind has shifted a little bit, going a little towards that right field corner now. Great play by Corbett to make the catch. 1 out. Cordova has 2 left to get. Cole Parks at the plate. He singled and stole a base and scored his last time up. At that time, it tied the game at 4. Speedy Alfred Brown at first, and a throw over. Runner is back. And Cordova came on. The tying run scored while he was on the mound. That was in the 7th. He's been very good otherwise. 5 hits, but a couple of those are infield variety. And there's a strike. No one's really hit the ball all that hard off Cordova. Right now, he just needs to get 2 more outs and he would win it in relief. Tyler Perkins on the hook for Warner. Again, the winner plays tomorrow afternoon. Here's a runner on the move. It's a strike. Throw down is not in time. So the strategy pays off. Trading for speed, and Brown running for Haney steals second base, and now there's a talk out there between the umpire and Alfred Brown. Now the coach wants to find out what they're talking about. Brewton-Parker got the first 4 runs, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Warner scored 3 in the 5th and tied it up in the 7th. And a half inning ago in the bottom of the 8th, Blake Corbett scored on the bunt from Taz Worrell, and that put the Barons back up by 1. It's 5-4. The potential tying run is on second base. Jesse Haney had an infield single to lead off the inning. Pinch runner Alfred Brown just stole second base. That's where we stand. And now Boyd out to the mound to talk things over with Cordova. So you're up to date in case you missed anything.
Let's get this batter right here, baby.
No balls, 2 strikes. And here is the pitch. It is a chopper right back to the box. Cordova will throw to first in time. Brown will take third. Now Cordova didn't check the runner back, but had he done so, he might have lost the out at first, so he made the right play. Make sure you get an out in this situation. The tying run is at third, and that's going to fall on George Boyd to make sure the ball doesn't get by him. Cordova throws a lot of slow curves. Some of them hit the dirt. 2 outs. Here's a DH, Jesse Alker. He has driven in a run. Last time up, he lined out to the shortstop. He's also walked and struck out. Cordova will wind up with the runner at third. First pitch misses, low and away. Game on the line right here. 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Brewton-Parker leading by 1, tying run at third. Strike called, and Alker did not like that call. It's 1-1. Alker thought it was outside. Again, Cordova winds and delivers. Line drive toward left. It is off the glove of left fielder Starling. The tying run is scored. Here is Alker around second on his way to third. The throw is in time. Starling made a bid to get the catch and end the game. It hit off his glove, might have ricocheted off himself as well. It rolled into the corner. Alfred Brown has scored the tying run. Credit Starling with getting up, getting the ball in, and throwing out the runner. Alker trying to extend it to a triple. It's an RBI double. 7-5 on the putout at third. And we will go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 5. Bottom of the 9th, we are tied at 5. We've had a lot of action here this afternoon. A 5-4 game earlier today, a 5-5 game now in the bottom of the 9th. George Boyd is a leadoff man. He will start things off for Brewton-Parker. He's followed by Peyton Nobles and Chris Starling. Starling has now made 2 bullet throws to cut runners off the base paths. He also robbed Warner Royal of a home run in left field. Boyd at the plate has struck out twice in a row, but he's also singled and scored. Here's a pitch and inside corner for strike 1. I'll give Starling a whole lot of credit. He got up, got to the ball, and got it in a hurry and cut down the runner at third base. Here's the 0-1. Line drive and a base hit for George Boyd. So the game-winning run stands at first base. Peyton Nobles, a shortstop, has had a good day. Hits in his last 2 at-bats. He's also walked, and there comes Trey Jones out to run for Boyd once again. Boyd the catcher, Trey Jones very fast. Pitched a ball game yesterday, and he's gotten a few chances to run for Boyd. This is the 3rd time that Boyd has reached, so the 3rd time we've seen Trey Jones. Peyton Nobles at the plate. Last time up, he doubled to right. Perkins throws to first. Tyler Perkins has worked 3 scoreless innings. He just gave up his 3rd hit. He's done a nice job out there. He's off the hook now that the game is tied. And the pitch, Nobles squares around and fouls it off. Perkins did allow that run in the 8th. And that run is earned. No balls, 1 strike. Again, Nobles squaring around, showing bunt, pulls it back and takes strike 2 right on the corner.
All right, Peyton. Crowd it, babe. Crowd it.
Tyler Perkins on the mound for Warner. Throw to first, up high, and brought down by Jesse Haney. Now Haney got that base hit. Alfred Brown pinch ran and scored the tying run, and now that's Haney re-entering at first base. No balls, 2 strikes. And Perkins with the pitch. Line drive foul out of play.
Straighten that one out, babe.
No balls, 2 strikes. Trey Jones, a good lead off first. Here's a pitch from Perkins on the way, and strike 3. Nobles chased one out of the zone, 1 away.
All right, Chris.
Strikeout number 3 for Tyler Perkins.
It's all you, 5'9".
Chris Starling at the plate. He's been the defensive player of the game. Chance to do some damage here. A chopper into right field. That's a base hit. Jones will pull up at second. The ball got by the right fielder Russell, but not far enough. He knocked it down. It didn't really get away from him. That's a base hit for Starling, and now the winning run is at second base. Trey Jones. Expect him to score at anything that hits the outfield grass. Expect him to round third and try to win the game. Now there is a runner at first also, so the potential for an inning-ending double play is there, and we will have a timeout. Perkins has done a nice job. Let's see if he gets to finish off this inning. We'll pause here, and we'll be back with runners at first and second, and Klein Nipper at the plate. The new pitcher for Warner University is number 22, Anthony Torres. He is 1-1 with a 266 earned run average, making his 15th appearances, all in relief. He has 8 saves, but right now this is not a save situation. He's just trying to save the winning run from scoring. We're tied at 5. Torres has pitched 20 1/3 innings, and he has struck out 18 men in those 20 1/3 innings. 6 runs, all of them earned. He inherits runners at first and second with 1 out. Tyler Perkins, 3 1/3, 3 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 run it was earned, but he is responsible for the 2 men on base. Nipper is the first man that Torres will face. Klein Nipper, the designated hitter, 0 for 3.
All right, 4-3, you're due, baby, you're due.
Nipper has come into the tournament with 12 RBIs, and if he gets this one here, that would send Brewton-Parker into the championship round tomorrow at 3. The winner of this game moves on. The loser will play tomorrow at 12. There's a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Good take by Nipper. Wants to make sure he can get a pitch he can handle. Of course, the winner will have to wait to see what happens tonight and tomorrow. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball, that could be 2. 6, 4, 3. Double play, inning over. In fact, it was a 6 unassisted because Baylog held onto the ball, stepped onto the base himself, and he turned the double play, and that means we are going extra innings. We've played 9 and nothing is decided yet. We are tied at 5. Extra innings for the first time in the tournament. Xanders Vasquez, Kevin Troncoso, and Zach Baylog are the scheduled hitters. They are facing Noah Cordova, who has pitched 3 innings. He's allowed 2 runs, both of them earned. Again, Warner hasn't really hit the ball all that solidly off Cordova. They've gotten some infield hits, but it led to 2 runs, and each run tied up the ball game. This pitch is on the outside corner. Vasquez, no balls and a strike. Noah Cordova winds and delivers a breaking ball for strike 2. He slowed it down even more. A lot of soft stuff from Noah Cordova, but he's been effective. And this one misses outside. This is a case, you hear it sometimes, where a pitcher had a better performance than his line score might show. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball misses up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. At this rate, that TBC Emmanuel game might get started a little bit late, and this one is in the dirt and fills up the count. That's a scheduled 7 o'clock start time. Of course, it depends on how long this one goes. We're in extra innings. Number 10 tied at 5. Payoff pitch on the way, ball 4. That's the first walk issued by Noah Cordova, and we're going to have a timeout. And we'll see if Noah gets to stay on the mound. No, he's handing the ball over. That's going to be it. He did a very nice job. 3+ innings, 2 runs. He is responsible for the runner at first. Tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. We're in extra innings, tied at 5. The new pitcher is freshman Jake Brown, trying to keep that go-ahead run from scoring. Xanders Vasquez drew the walk to open the top of the 10th. Jake Brown is 2-1 with a 6.25 ERA. He's making his 20th appearance all in relief. He's pitched 31 2/3 innings. His job right now, keep that runner at first base. Kevin Troncoso at the plate. He has an RBI, hit by a pitch early in the ball game. He wants to at least advance the runner into scoring position. Sidearm delivery, pop to the right side and well out of play. Troncoso with a runner at first, nobody out. Vasquez runs pretty well. Brown from the stretch, a sidearm curveball and a terrific pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's Brown again from the stretch, a sidearm breaking ball. He drops down from the side, and this one misses. Emmanuel in the batting cages at this time. They're the top seed in the tournament. They're about to take on number 5 Trinity Baptist College. Vasquez, a big lead off first. Slow curve is popped up into shallow right center. Which one's going to get it? It's the center fielder, Taz Worrell. One out. Here is shortstop Zach Balog. Flew out to left his last time up. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 10th, Bo Townsend is scheduled to lead off. Lorenzo Williams and Blake Corbett to follow, 5, 6, and 7. And here's a pitch. It is inside, ball 1. Thing about extra innings, if the visiting team does not score, it has to get the home team out at least 2 more times. Think about that. Here's the 1-0, outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Balog taking his time, and now so is Brown on the mound. Here's a pitch. This one is right down the middle. It's 2-1. Baylog taking all the way ahead in the count. Go ahead run at first, and Xanders Vasquez, he walked to start the inning. Brown throws to first. It is in time. They got the runner. Two outs on the pickoff, and the bases are empty. Vasquez leaning the wrong way, and Brown picked him off. It's 2-1. The pitch is on the corner for strike 2. So that leadoff walk is erased. 2 outs, nobody on base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brown delivers and misses outside. He started to walk off thinking he had strike 3. And a payoff pitch, line drive into right center. That is a base hit. Worrell cuts it off and keeps the runner at first. Throw nearly gets away, but Baylog is aboard and he keeps the inning alive. That is Baylog's second hit of the afternoon. And with 2 outs, Mick Tinney at the plate. He came in the 7th inning. He's had 1 at bat. He flew out to right. Brown from the stretch, and he gets the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Time called. Coach wanted to make sure he can get his signals across to the runner and the hitter. So here comes the 0-1 from Jake Brown. Long look back at first. And now the pitch. Slow curve misses outside. One ball, 1 strike. Tinney at the plate. Runner at first, 2 outs. And the pitch, runner's on the move. Strike called, throw down is in time. And the runner is out trying to steal. That is 2 base runners in the inning that Brewton-Parker has taken off the base paths. Caught stealing ends the inning. If there is an 11th, Tinney would be the scheduled leadoff hitter. Brewton-Parker trying to make sure that's not the case as we go to the bottom of the 10th, all tied at 5. Bottom of the 10th in what's shaping up to be the most exciting game of the tournament thus far. We had a great one earlier between Trinity Baptist and Toccoa Falls. TBC won it in the 9th, 5-4. We are in the bottom of the 10th. Anthony Torres on the mound. He came in with 2 men on base and 1 out, threw 2 pitches and got a double play to end the bottom of the 9th. Warner then had 2 base runners taken off the base paths, a pickoff at first and a caught stealing at second. Bo Townsend leading off, bottom of the 10th, Brewton-Parker at the plate. Ground ball foul. Hello, Miss Caitlin Shoaf watching. Glad you're able to join us here on YouTube. TBC Eagles. Here's the 0-1. High pop fly down the right field line and into the bullpen. So no balls, 2 strikes. Torres getting ahead. This man throws hard. Here is the 0-2. A breaking ball misses inside. Nearly hit the batter. That would have put the winning run on base. Here comes the 1-2. High foul ball again to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. It hits the batter, and Townsend is aboard via the hit by a pitch. First man that any Warner pitcher has hit today. Townsend coming off, and now we're going to have Trey Jones. He's been a courtesy runner, but now officially into the game as a pinch runner. Trey Jones, very good speed. He's aboard at first. So take him off the courtesy runner availability list. First baseman Lorenzo Williams. He was called out on strikes in the 8th. Good speed aboard at first. Nobody out. That's the winning run. Trey Jones hoping to carry home. 5-5. Lorenzo Williams at the plate. Squares around, pulls it back, and takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Jones getting a good lead, and the pitcher steps off. Thank you, Miss McCrory. Glad you're able to join us. I always enjoy doing this. Miss Visushi, hopefully I'm saying that right. Again, a tough name. Apologize if I'm mispronouncing. She's able to watch. No balls, 1 strike. And a pitch. Again, he squares around and takes a strike. That one looked like a good pitch, and Williams let it go. No balls, 2 strikes. Mr. Dave Cordova cheering on Noah. Yes, he did do a great job. And he allowed 2 runs, but if you saw that, you know that there's just some tough breaks on some infield hits. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Torres. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 out. Here's the right fielder, Blake Corbett. In the 8th, he doubled and scored what at that time was a go-ahead run. Warner came back to tie it up again in the 9th after they trailed 4-0 and tied it at 4. Jones a runner at first, 1 out. Corbett at the plate, and a pitch. High pop-up to the right side, close to the fence and out of play. Torres working the outer half of the plate, keeping these Parker hitters from pulling the ball. A lot of room down each line as a corner outfielders playing more towards the gaps. Feels great out here now as the sun starting to go down just a bit. Here's the 0-1, runners going. Strike called, throw down in time, and Jones is out at second. So we had a caught stealing in the top half. We get another one here in the bottom half. 2 outs, bases empty. And I thought it was a strike call, but no, it's ball 1. 1-1. And there's a chopper toward the hole. It's going to be cut off. No throw will be made. Baylog would have had a long throw, probably would not have gotten the runner. Wise decision, infield hit for Corbett. That's the first hit allowed by Anthony Torres. He's pitched now a total of 1 1/3. Jerome Holmes at the plate. He is 0 for 4. We saw yesterday and last night what he's capable of. 6 hits in 2 games that the Barons played. Runner at first is Corbett. Infield single. Torres with the pitch outside for ball 1. Holmes has a good eye. He's worked the count full twice today. The 1-0. Good hard fastball for strike 1. Like to have seen the speed on that one. It was a bullet. Hello, Mr. Nate Tompkins checking in. Throw to first, and the runner's back. Angels beat the Rockies 8-0. That game is now final. And the pitch. Chopper grabbed by Haney. He will take the play himself. And we are going to the 11th. A hit batsman and a hit. 1 man left. After 10, we're still tied. Jake Brown on the mound still for Brewton-Parker. He came in with a runner at first and nobody out in the 10th. He got a fly out, a caught stealing, and a pickoff, so he pitched a full complete inning, and he's about to start inning number 2. Mick Tinney will lead things off for Warner University. And this pitch is taken inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Tinney at the plate. We are in the 11th, and there's a pitch taken outside.
Come on, 4-7.
Brown lines and delivers. Tinney shows bunt, but pulls it back and takes a strike. Tinney did not start the game, but he's in there now. He was at the plate when the runner was thrown out at second. There's a drive towards right center, but that's going to be caught. 1 away. Nice catch by Corbett. He's done that all afternoon. So 1 out. Top of the order, Rio Russell at the plate.
All right, 4-7.
And this pitch well wide of the zone. Russell, the right fielder, looking to get on base. Brown works from the stretch. He's a reliever, and this one is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 11th, Taz Worrell will lead things off, followed by Boyd and Nobles. There's a chopper. That's going to be a tough play. Holmes, shovel pass, and Russell did not notice that the ball is up against the fence. Not sure if he would have been able to advance anyway. That's an infield hit for Rio. That's the first hit off Jake Brown. Potential go-ahead run on base. And now batting, first baseman Jesse Haney. A good speed aboard. Haney at the plate. He has scored twice. Singled last time up. Throw to first. A close play, but the runner's back. Haney looking to at least advance the runner into scoring position. Brown again throws, and everybody's safe. Well, the 7 o'clock game between Emmanuel and Trinity Baptist is going to start late. We are in the 11th, swing and a miss. That was a first pitch because Brown threw to first twice. So no balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 from Brown. Strike 2 on the corner.
Way to go, 4-7. You're ahead of it, bud.
No balls, 2 strikes. Winner plays at 3 o'clock tomorrow. The loser at 12. Here's the 0-2 again, the throw to first. So Brown is ready. Haney steps out, no pitch. Runner at first is Rio Russell. He got himself an infield single. Everybody's ready. Here's the 0-2, high fly ball, well hit in the left center. That's going to hang up there, and it is caught by Taz Worrell. Runner's tagging the throw. He's off the bag, and he gets back in time. Russell overslid the bag, but he was able to get his hand back in before the tag applied. So the risk pays off, and now the potential go-ahead run is in scoring position. Junior Fermin at the plate, trying to drive in the run. Jake Brown trying to send this into the bottom of the 11th, still tied at 5. Barron's getting at bat no matter what. Curve ball, a beauty. No balls and a strike. Brown taking his time, making sure of his pitches, and this one is fouled back. So the count is 0-2 on Fermin. No balls, 2 strikes. Crowd continues to grow as both 7 o'clock teams and their fans make their way in. They're going to catch the end of this ball game, and this one just a bit outside. Count now 1-2. Brown takes a long look in. Here's the 1-2. Line drive into center. That is a base hit. Here's a runner around third. We're going to have a play at the plate. He is safe. Rio Russell hustles around and scores a go-ahead run, and Warner leads it 6-5. Fermin holds up at first. And with 2 outs, Junior Fermin comes through with what could be the game-winning hit. Cole Parks at the plate. It's a 1-run lead for Warner University. Brown with the pitch, ground ball up the middle into center field. Fermin will stop at second, 2 consecutive hits, 3 now in the inning. And 2 men on base with 2 outs. Warner already has its closer in. We'll see if Torres comes out to try to finish the job. He would be the winner if he can hold up the score. And the first pitch is in there for a strike.
Come on, guys. 4-7.
Jesse Alker, the DH, at the plate. No balls and a strike, and the pitch drops down low. So the count of 1-1, and time is called. Here's Alker. Here's Brown on the mound, and the pitch, a breaking ball, strike 2.
Come on, hit it. Hit it. Come on. Come on, get a hold of him, hit it.
All right, Jake.
You're trying the ball now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch misses down low.
Hit her hard now. Come on.
Here's a 2-2. Brown takes a look back and delivers outside, ball 3. Payoff pitch, 2 outs, both runners will be on the move. Fermin at second, Parks at first, nobody holding the runners close. There they go, and a ground ball towards second. Holmes cannot handle it, everybody is safe. That is an error on the second baseman, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And here comes Xanders Vasquez. Vasquez could tack on some insurance. He has bases loaded, but 2 outs. Beat out an infield hit his last time up. Royals cheering from the dugout. Here's a pitch, line drive, caught on the leap by Holmes. Mrs. Worrell shouting he made up for it, and he did so in a big way, but the go-ahead run has crossed the plate. Rio Russell led off with a hit and scored on Fermin's base hit. We go to the bottom of the 11th, 6-5 Royals. We're in the bottom of the 11th. Little voice crack right there. Let me try that again. We're in the bottom of the 11th. Taz Worrell will lead off. He's the number 9 hitter. Fermin drove home Russell with the go-ahead run. And on the mound is number 22, Anthony Torres. He's the closer, but he could pick up a win now in relief. First pitch misses, though, for ball 1. Worrell is 3 out of 4, a run scored and an RBI. And the 1-0 on the corner inside. Fermin may have stolen away the player of the game from Worrell with that go-ahead hit. Here's a 1-1, high fly ball into left center, but that's going to stay up and it will be caught. Vasquez puts it away for out number 1. Now this is the best game so far in the entire tournament. 1 out, George Boyd at the plate. He is the catcher, leadoff hitter. Don't see that a whole lot. It's worked well for Brewton-Parker. And the pitch, high fly ball into left field. It's drifting back, but it's going to stay in the yard and fall into the glove of Vasquez. Boyd gave it a ride that just missed tying up the game. 2 outs, 1 more to get for Anthony Torres. Again, he would be the winner. He's pitched a total now of 2 1/3. But he still has to deal with Peyton Nobles, who has 2 hits today. And he represents the final chance. High pop up towards a shortstop. It is caught, and this one is over. Zach Baylog makes the final catch, and that will do it. A terrific baseball game here at Trinity Ball-Yard. Peyton Nobles pops it up. The winning pitcher in relief, Anthony Torres. He's 2 2/3 innings, and he ends up as the winning pitcher. Tough luck loss for Jake Brown. Warner got to him in the 11th, so the way that affects the bracket now, Warner University advances to the 3 o'clock game tomorrow afternoon. They are the winner's bracket. Brewton-Parker will play the winner of our next game between Trinity Baptist and Emmanuel. That game will start at 12 noon. That will be an elimination game. Warner can close it out tomorrow with a win over either Brewton-Parker, Trinity Baptist College, or Emmanuel. That game is going to start late. Checking out around 7:30. Hopefully no longer than that. Until then, I'm Ray Bureau. Thanks for tuning in. If you're unable to join us, we'll say good night right now. Good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.